So, if you somehow haven't heard about the Sinders situation yet and are confused why she's posted a Google Doc with the title "My Apology," let me break it down real quick. A few days ago, the artist Shylilys, who happens to be Sinders' model artist, posted a Google Doc on Twitter including the message, "Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally and hurt others. This was very hard for me, but I feel like it was necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say." In this Google Doc, Nano absolutely exposed Sinder and her manager trying to manipulate her into becoming a private artist for Sinder, as well as making her cancel on the other clients that she has already started on. And on top of that, there were multiple screenshots of her talking smack about her friends behind their backs. For example, Faithable, who I think was probably most affected and most talked about in this situation. Basically, their manager and Sinder were saying that she's overworking editors and overall just speaking ill of her. A lot of other clients of Shylilys artists then later came out talking about the situation and getting the models cancelled, and Sinder was banned all the time overall, just talking about the experience with her. There was honestly so much more stuff than just models being cancelled, but this video isn't gonna be focused on that. If you're interested though, some of the people that have put out Google Docs were Silverware, Cottontail, Bow, and Vtuber. Anyway, back to Silver's response. She for the most part blamed everything on her manager and saying that she had no clue that he has been doing all of this. Oh, and by the way, it was also exposed that they were dating. Anyway, Bao debunked some of that because, as a matter of fact, she and Sinder talked at BeepCon and Bao actually showed her work in progress model to her. The one that ended up being cancelled. Anyway, a few hours later, Shylily replied to Sinder's tweet, and oh boy, what she wrote is probably longer than most of my YouTube video scripts. Let's get into it. The absolute audacity to sit here and continue to manipulate and gaslight is absolute insanity. The pain and mental torment you've caused to the ones closer and most supportive of you has been devastating, and I've never been so heartbroken and hurt so badly from my friends. You're the fakest person I've ever had the displeasure of supporting, reading and hearing of how you really treated me behind my back, just through screenshots of your man, but also your very own messages, while having to sit here and read through these bullshit lies you spin makes me want to vomit. To claim that you didn't know a single thing and had zero awareness of what your man was up to behind everyone who's shared even a single moment of you, knows that you basically operate as the same person, sharing every waking moment while loving to jump at the slightest opportunity to turn into your most slender self as soon as the opportunity was given, even when talking about your friends is sickening. I have experienced your own actions without dread. In a situation where in your own screenshotted words, you express a pressure to live up to Shylilys and proceed to throw one of the most loyal and supportive friends under the bus after months of continuous planning just because you constantly choose business over friends, never feeling bad for failing them. Just to earn the bag and compete with me over a weak card collab that you rescheduled to be on the exact date that your friend needed you to keep an important promise, you actually lied about it to them instead of blaming me for a collab you rescheduled, adding me to the pool of excuses to save your ass. When you realized you were being a bad friend, I blame me for choosing to miss an obligation you agreed to. On one of the most important days in that friend's career, everything you do is out of competition through your own constant needs to one-up those people who are the sole reason you even have these opportunities and platforms to earn from begin with. You're welcome, by the way. You claim that it's just business. Well, in the business world, there has to be accountability, and all you've done is try to shove it away and admit to nothing. In true narcissistic fashion, you're only feeling sorry about yourself and your own consequences, and your career, and trying to salvage it. I'm sorry for everyone who looked up to you as an inspiration, and I'm especially sorry for your fans. Pyropops deserve better. Damn. Sinder already cooked herself, but Shylily absolutely seasoned her off. It's insane. Now let's read some of the quotes replying to Lily. I'll admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of Shylily for the longest time because I didn't really get the appeal of what she was doing, but right now I have nothing but the utmost respect for Shylily for selling on business and calling out Sinder on her bullshit. Jesus Christ. Sinder to get Shylily, the poster child of gamer subs. the company you partially own to say this about you, now you're done. Your entire apology document is just completely worthless now. You and Redwood's manager will spend the rest of your lives together alone. As someone who is all about making genuine connections regardless of size and numbers, the level of delusion one would have to possess to decide if this is the aggressor and actually believe that Bao and Lily are the problem is unfathomable. Well, water types are super effective on fire types, just saying. There's also a person you're disagreeing with, Shylily. I know I said I was done with the Sinder drama, but this has been sitting on my mind. I might as well come out and say it. I've lost all respect for Lily, not because she defended Bao. She had every right to defend Bao, but because she crashed out without taking time to think and make more level-headed response. Was the response she made justified? To a certain extent, yes. Was it a good response? Absolutely fucking not. Think before you speak. There's defending a friend, then there's being petty. I leave it at that. Well, I don't know if Shylily was being petty. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't affected, but And on top of that, there's also been so much fan art and memes being made. I'll share some on screen. So yeah, overall, this situation is insane. I don't even know the last time an enemy Vtuber of this size was called out like that. Because most of the times, honestly, on Twitter, people try to cancel others because of different opinions or slight disagreements, which should have just been resolved in private. But yeah, not like this. But yeah, anyway, I am really curious what Sinder's next move is gonna be. Let me know your thoughts on this, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, and possibly even joining a super cool Discord. But for now, see you later.
I have many friends.
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends.
They're not just acquaintances, right?